Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank God for giving me another opportunity. I'm traveling, but I thought before I travel to talk about few things. One, I want to take this opportunity to wish our standard 8 candidates together with the Form 4 all their best. The exam is not hard. It is what you have been taught for 8 years, 4 years. That is one. Number two, uh, you are going to be tested with what you have learned. You should understand that. So there's no issue of butterflies, sijui what. No. Number three, the time for harvest has come. You have been sowing for many years. That is 8 years, 4 years. You have been sowing so many things. And it's a challenge to you. What have you been sowing? Some of you have been sowing rebelliousness. You will harvest it. Some of you have been harvesting. The time has come for harvest. Some of you have been sowing patience. You are going to harvest it. So I just want to encourage you. The time has come for you, and that's a reality. Somebody may fail to tell you the truth about it, but as a parent, because I'm a parent in one way or the other, I have many kids, so that's a fact. The time has come for you to harvest what you have been sowing. So go for it. Harvest it in plenty. And finally, you are in our prayers. So don't worry, don't fear. Do your work, and remember, somebody somewhere is praying for you as a parent. Back to our parents. But dear parents, our students are there. They have gone to do the exam. Please note few things. One, don't demand too much from your kid. In fact, if you have not invested anything in your kid, your time, your resources, please, with all due respect, don't make any demand. Some of you have already drawn the line. You don't want anything less of A, B, and C. But allow me to ask you a very simple question. How did you perform when you were in high school? What about when you were in primary school? How was your performance before you make any demand? So mind your demand. That is one. Number two, parents, the time has come. Let your children be what they want to be. Let them perform to their level best. Don't put any pressure to them. So the time has come for them to perform the way they're gonna do it. What they just need is your assistance. So don't make any pressure. Because when you do anything, when you put any pressure to this student, I can tell you for free. One, you'll get a stolen A. You get a stolen B. You get a stolen performance. Because this student wants you to make you happy. Because already you have make a pleasure, you have pressurized them so much. So you'll get a stolen thing. And our government is not tolerating anything like stolen exam. So when you put a pressure, also there's a risk. Number three, the result will be out. Please accept the reality. Let them get a clean A, let them get a clean B or D and a clean one. That is their mind. Please accept that. There are so many institutions. There is university, there is college, there is polytechnics or technical schools as nowadays we are calling them. Please just accept that. And allow me to tell you something. The result will not change status quo. They remains to be our children. They remains to be our students. They remains to be your sons and daughters. You may reject the results, but encourage them. Number two, these students, God has a plan for them. So you may not know. And I can challenge you, my fellow parent. Your big responsibility was to bring these children into this world. Others, you leave it to God. And I can tell you for free, God has a plan for these children. You may not have, because some of you neglected them many years ago. But God has a purpose for them. If He didn't have any plan for these students or these children of us, they could not be in this world. Who are you to dictate their destiny? Who are you to cut short their destiny? Who are you? Who has given authority and power to control our children as we normally control our TV sets with our remote? You should not. And finally, do your part and let God do His part. We have a responsibility as a parents. Please don't shift any responsibility to the government, to the school, to the teachers, to the institutions, even to the church, or to those good children of us. Take your responsibility. And because we are approaching to the December holiday, please, with all due respect, it is good to invest in these children. And I believe you have been following my YouTube. I told you that we should invest in our children. That is ample time, resources, everything good to them, and including moral values, which is as a result of how you behave and how you react. And after doing that, there's a bright future for them. So save something for these children. Surprise them with gifts. Don't condemn them. Don't be those people who normally talk of a decaying generation and a decaying society and decaying whatever. Be a positive parent. And with all this, because my time is over, you'll make it. Watoto ni wako, si wa serikali, si wa Kenya. Watoto ni wako, uliwazaa ukawalete hii dunia. So shughulika, my friend. Be there for them, own them. Na finally, kama haukuchukua any jukumu kwa hao watoto, please don't make any demand to them. And tutaongea baadaye. After the result, tutaongea. God bless you so much. I wish you all the best.